walker sits down and is eating the cake with its face in a rather vicious way.
Surprised.
It looks up at you when you enter and meets your gaze for a moment. You feel your hairs stand on end even more, but
Quote unquote hairs.
yeah, hairs, your body parts, whatever, you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
And it just looks at you
You feel
placidly.
your strings stand on end.
You're having a hard time getting a read from it, but it doesn't seem necessarily hostile.
All right. I'm going to. So I assume I'm under the fear effect, right?
Yes.
All right. That means I can't step towards it.
No.
All right. So I'm going to sit down and slowly wave at it.
The creature doesn't have any response, but after a moment of gazing at you, looking left and right, it continues to eat its piece of cake.
All right. I really want to try and break the fear effect somehow.
You're still afraid.
Yeah, you're still scared of
Yeah.
it.
I mean,
Alright.
one couldn't blame you though in this situation.
Yeah.
Peaceful or not, that's quite something.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
What?
Tenrier was planning to go outside.
Good
The
thing
moment he saw that guy like gone, he was going to sneak out and offer whatever was outside sweets.
It's a
That's great. Tenrier, are you still going to do that?
Oh,
yeah.
wait, when I forgot to mention this. When Tenrier comes back, my familiar is going to just whisper in his ear. Whisper in his ear. I'm outside. Don't come out.
You get this warning.
Yeah, you get the warning, and also since I'm kind of talking through my familiar, it's kind of shaky
It's
voice a little bit.
terrified sounding, but the familiar is standing straight up. What do you do, Tenrier?
This is a window over here, isn't it?
Yes.
Does it open?
No.
Oh.
But you can see out. Do you want to take a perception check?
Yeah.
You look out the window and you can see, sitting on the stair is the puppet, sitting there, looking out, and he's just looking out at the pathway leading up.
Guess the curtains are drawn.
You can see it perfectly.
Wait, I can see what perfectly?
The puppet sitting on the stair, looking down at the pathway coming up to the mansion.
Why can't I go out there? There's nothing out there.
As the familiar, I put my hand in front of the door. It's shaking and say, "Don't, otherwise it might attack."
What?
The last guest is the thing we saw.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes, but we were told that if it comes out, that if it doesn't like people, I don't know what it will do if it sees a people. I am not a people.
I'm not a people either.
I say, I'm visibly not a people. You're people-shaped.
He lifts the glasses, glowing eye. I'm not a people. Slowly lowers the glass and pushes the door open a fraction.
No, I'm grabbing him. Familiar is grabbing him.
Standard D20 versus Tenrier for.
Fuck.
Oh man, yeah, no, you're not even touchable. The fear is too much and has overcome his control of the familiar. And
he just pushes the door open like a fraction of a centimeter with a finger. He doesn't go out.
You don't go out, but you see.
Yeah. And he drops a piece of candy.
Solomon.
Yes. Hello.
You're looking forward, and in an instant, the thing vanishes in a poof of smoke. Tenrier, you look outside, and all you see is the puppet, and you drop the candy.
Tenrier wasn't even gonna look. He was just pushing the door open and dropping the candy.
Well, that's enough, regardless.
Yeah, and closing the door.
The candy drops, and on the floor next to you, Solomon, the fear dissipates.
I stand up a little and look around.
Take the candy.
I pick up the candy.
It's strawberry flavored.
Was the cake strawberry flavored?
The cake was chocolate.
Ooh. My familiar grabs him and says, "Do you have any chocolate?"
Yes.
I hold up my hand. Gimme.
Opens the door.
No, okay, fine. That works.
Pulls out a bar of chocolate. I was saving this for later. Don't ask.
I take it and I walk up to. I'm assuming the plate is still there.
Yeah, there's a bowl, like a dish, a red dish on the floor with the cake in it.
I open the chocolate bar and kind of break off a piece, and then I put it there and walk back and sit down.
Door closed.
I'm hoping to attract it back.
Well, how long are you gonna sit there?
I will sit here for as long as it takes.
Well, nothing happens for a decent while. Let's go back inside.
I am perfectly willing to just sit there and have Dapper Frank guard the door.
Tenri's just gonna stay over here, watching. And Abraxas will look to the girl. It is open. You can go use the restroom.
Oh, okay. How did you?
He
Okay.
told me with his magic.
Oh, that's cool. And she floats out. Hello.
Hello.
What are you doing?
He is.
I'm meditating.
Yeah, he's trying out some things and
helps,
meditating and all that.
My meditation helps better with my puppetry.
And I'm making sure that no one disturbs him.
I need to. She looks like concerned, as if she should be able to say something here, or she's trying to remember something. The moment passes, and she continues upwards towards the restroom.
Okay. Who's going to say now?
I just had a sneaking suspicion that she has something to do with the thing.
You think?
Maybe a little bit?
That's kind of what I was getting to.
Yeah.
Either she's got a link to it or something.
Yeah.
Everybody at the dinner table has finished their meals at this point, and slowly but surely, pairs of two are moving in towards the ballroom. Tenrier and Solomon, you can hear the slight sound of an organ playing and some nice dance music coming from inside. It's more like a carnival organ than a church organ. Very happy, light and upbeat, and pairs of people are continuing into the ballroom and presumably going to dance.
Solomon, do you think we should be heading back now? Or...
I say I was told that I could do this, so I'm pretty sure that I'm allowed to stay here.
I mean, it's probably not the best idea to split us all up like this.
You can go with them.
No, I'm gonna stay here with you. Abraxas can go with them.
That's fair. Well, hey, if something happens on either side, you'll be able to tell.
Exactly.
Madam,
Meanwhile,
from before, would you care to dance? The crow looks down at you, Seldra.
Yes, I would like that. And she takes us out.
Let us dance, he says, and leads her into the ballroom.
Right, I was just thinking about asking the crow, but wasn't sure how to do it. You saved my butt there.
The crow was ready to do it regardless. It's a nice ballroom setup. The floor is nice and polished. There's chandeliers on the ceiling, and in the corner seems to be over here. You see a speaker of some sort set up with some music playing. Yeah, you're looking around, and everyone seems to be having a real darn good time. Interestingly enough, they're all dancing in pirouette fashion. But then you notice something a little bit odd. The crow doesn't seem to be looking around at everyone anymore, and he's only focused on dancing with you, so it seems like he wants to just do the dance.
That's the thing that happens, yes.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what you perceive.
Yep.
The masked visage walks over to the lady in the corner.
Wait,
Madame, can I have your hand at this dance? And he pulls out a rose. And the lady's like, all right, okay, sure. Everyone else knows the drill. I'll see you on the inside. And she walks in with him.
Okay, so
Braxis.
what's going on? I'm sitting here. Hang on a second. I'm sitting here wiping like barbecue off of my fingers. I look over to Frank and say, "Hey Frank, they ever teach you how to square dance?"
Oh,
no, sir, I don't think you did.
Okay, I was like, "Come here. Let me show you a thing or two. We're gonna make the so-called ballroom go up in flames with our move, son."
I can be down in that. Let's go. And he enters into the ballroom along with you, Joel.
Wisdom.
I do get a bad feeling from Gimp Suit Crowman.
Okay.
Whatever could you mean?
I get an 18.
Yeah, you notice things are going pretty smoothly, like incredibly smoothly. Everyone's dancing perfectly. Even the guests who you assumed had no tact, such as the masked visage, seems to be dancing perfectly in tune to the music. Do you kick up your feet and start square dancing with them? Adam, stop.
Let's see. Square dance. Square dancing 101. See how you do this again? Okay. We are going directly to the center of this thing, and we are square dancing the heck out of this. So roll for square dance.
Yeah, roll for square dance, mate.
I think that's a dexterity thing, so. Oh, ultimate
Negative
square dance.
Wow, you square danced
No.
so well that you started dancing like a square. Joel gets down on the floor and starts spinning like a fish in a semicircle, and Frank gives him a sideways
It's the
glance,
dancing I've ever seen.
shrugs his shoulders, gets on the floor, and starts spinning in a circle.
Frank is the best character.
Oh no! Oh no!
Frank, what are we teaching you?
Meanwhile,
What are
Tenrier,
we doing to
you
the
feel
poor Frank?
you feel a cold presence on your shoulder.
Hello.
Hey, what are you doing out here?
He's still meditating.
Aren't you gonna go to the ball?
You know what? Abraxas can come out here and keep you company.
No, that's quite all right. I was wondering if you were going to leave, because I'm not really much into dancing myself.
Yeah. Truth be told, I have 2 left feet.
That is odd. How were you born that way?
It's an old saying, meaning I'm not good at dancing.
Oh, that's funny.
Thank you. Kind of rubs the back of his head. Why don't you dance?
There's not really much fun to it anymore. She kind of floats to the side. Too easy, you know?
Yeah, I feel ya.
Also, I have to kind of, she scratches her head, pretend like I'm dancing with the other person. She puts her hand up to you, to near yours. It's like, see? And it kind of passes through your hand.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Actually, couldn't you touch something that is made of pure magic?
She ponders. I don't know.
Are you gonna mage hand dance?
I don't have mage hand, but he thinks for a moment and it's like, hang on a second. Abraxas, comes out slowly. What? Abraxas, your armor is made of pure magic, if I recall correct. It is.
She looks at Abraxas. Does that mean... And she holds out a hand.
He just kind of tilts his helmeted head, confused.
Suddenly, her hand goes
Oddly endearing.
and touches the side of Abraxas's armor, and it's solid for her. You see stars start to sparkle in her eyes as she realizes what this means. Oh, hey, Mr. Big Guy, does this mean, do you want to dance?
He kind of looks at Tenrier, and then down at the woman. If that is what you would like, then I shall dance.
She smiles with glee. Okay, all right, come on, let's go.
Oh,
And she tries to drag you with her. Abraxas, do you resist that at all, or do you just let her do
Oh
it?
god, no. Abraxas just kind of like lets it happen.
She just drags you into the ballroom,
that is adorable.
knocking
Right.
over chairs and stuff all over the way.
You've made such an adorable character.
Seldra just showed up.
And I assume Abraxas gets a perception check.
Yeah, Abraxas gets a perception.
Please tell me there's anything wrong with this crow, man.
By the way, as he's being pulled away, Tenrier like puts a hand on the familiar and just mutters, "If something happens, tug on my shirt twice." And he puts his vision, his sight, hearing, taste, everything. He feels exactly and sees everything that Abraxas sees right now. So
We're both in the state of we're controlling other entities right now.
You guys are great. Ooh, damn,
Tenrier.
receive.
Oh, wow.
First one was Abraxas, the second one was Tenrier. Oh god.
All right, so that's enough for you guys to see what's going on. Tenrier, you're aware that something is again kind of off. Not that these two have terrible dancing or anything, but just that everybody else has oddly immaculate dancing, as if they're dancing better than should be possible. They're all very focused on the task, doing it incredibly well.
That is
Weird.
yeah.
The dance continues. Eventually, the chef man comes into the room and walks by you guys, walks around everyone, and
He doesn't have a partner though.
looks over into the corner. Excuse me, could I perchance swap out? The two in the corner look at him. The man nods and says, "But of course, honored guest." And he steps to the side and lets the two continue dancing.
Honored guest, he's the cook.
But while this is all going on, Tenrier is trying to keep an eye on everyone in the room and try to see. He's trying to see which one of these things is not like the other. One of these things that does belong.
One of these things that does belong. It's hard to see it over the gleeful ghost girl dancing with you, as well as the idiotic square dancing going on in the center of the room.
The ghost girl dancing, is it as just cute and adorable, just
Yeah,
energetic?
just imagine as cute as you think a little ghost girl dancing with a giant suit of armor would be.
That'd be absolutely amazing.
Oddly
yes.
adorable.
I feel like he's just like doing that really slow dance or whatever, or just letting her take the lead and mimicking her.
Yeah.
After a while, there are like
I-
roses
I
all over
think-
the
I
floor
think-
from this guy.
I think
Just
Tenrier
throwing
and
Wait,
I
there's
think-
one. Oh, roses.
Roses.
Yeah.
I think Abraxas, by extension, Tenrier both have made a new friend.
I was hoping so. I actually quite liked her.
Yeah.
You just made
Abraxas,
something
you
possible.
do notice something that's out of the ordinary. This man has stopped dancing and is now just sitting over in the corner, kind of watching everybody.
Abraxas speaks up while I'm looking at him.
Can you give me a will save?
Okay. From whom? Both?
From Abraxas.
Just Abraxas.
Just Abraxas.
Is it to break the dancing?
16?
Yeah, you're able to speak up and look over to him.
Okay, he will look at him and be like, "Do you need a partner?"
The man notices your gaze and kind of tilts his head. Well, I'm letting this gentleman take the dance for now. I'll probably swap in later. Go on and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, right. Can I try to discern what the crow's intentions are?
Oh, of course.
He wants to fuck.
The crow's here to bang chicks and get laid, bitches.
That's secretly what the book was all about.
It's like the Kama Sutra of fucking whatever language it
I was
was.
gonna say that.
It's very interesting. Yeah, what?
Would that be perception or insight?
Insight.
Oh god.
You're not very insightful, Teach.
Oh boy. No, you can just tell that he's very dashing.
Are you gonna make me do a con save to see if I get wooed or not?
Do you want to?
Sure, why not?
Here, I'll do a charisma check for the crow real quick. All right, you're gonna love this.
Woo save. Adam, make the woo save.
Make the woo save.
Unfortunately, no, you're not wooed by the crow.
Does the crow seriously
really that
have
unfortunate?
-4 to charisma?
Yes, he does.
He has
Look at him.
he has 2 charisma or 1 charisma.
That's beautiful.
Good.
It may or not be an attribute of his what he's wearing right now.
That's fair.
I mean, Abraxas has a -1 charisma.
Yeah, but that's not a negative.
Thank fuck Adam.
Adam's just like,
Like, I don't want to be wooed by this creepy book dude.
hey, maybe creepy book dude when he takes off his weird gimp suit is a dashing muscular robot.
Yeah, you never know. Could be
Or he's
dashing
a
muscular.
child.
3 kids in a trench coat.
Yes.
Yes!
Absolutely.
That's why his hand felt mechanical. It's just a hand extension thing.
That's why his voice is so weird. It's 3 people trying to talk to
Adam.
him.
That's fair.
Yeah, but that's it. It's they have to trade off the discussion to one of the
Right.
different people.
But yeah, does he say anything whenever he offers to get Tenrier to come in?
The man shrugs. It's like, if you wish.
It is what you wish. If you would like, I can get him.
The man.
All the while, Tenrier's like screaming in Abraxas' head, like, "No, you fucking asshole!"
The man says, if it is not his utmost desire to dance, I'm going to pass for the time being. Please enjoy the show. And every human player in this room, please make your perception check, please.
Every human player?
Every human player, yeah. I guess
Every
Frank counts. Question, Tenrier.
Yes.
How is your connection mentally when you're seeing through him and his senses? Does it go through emotionally?
So, the summoner can, as an action, share the senses of his Eidolon, hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, and touching everything the Eidolon does. While doing so, the summoner is completely blind, deaf, unfeeling, and cannot taste until the end of the effect. There is no range to this effect, but the Eidolon and summoner must be on the same plane. I can enter the bonus action.
So basically, the summoner turns into a vegetable.
Essentially.
Yeah,
That's why I was like, pull, shake me, etc.
Surprisingly, you notice the Eidolon. His eyes lock back onto Hazel, and he seems more invested in the dance. Frank and Joel both stand up and start doing a traditional dance similar to what the people had been doing.
Oh boy. Magic dancing room.
Oh boy.
Tenrier like, oh wait, can Abraxas like speak in his mind to Tenrier at all?
Do you want to listen to Abraxas? Because Abraxas can't.
Oh god. Tenrier's just like saying, Abraxas, hey, hello?
You're getting no response as
Let
they
it-
continue to dance around the room.
He ends the link for now. He keeps the basic one up where they can speak back and forth. And he's just screaming in his head.
Dapper Frank looks over and is like, what's going on?
Magic dancing room. Abraxas is only invested in the dance, it seems.
Oh boy.
Out of everyone in the room, you notice the effect seems to have spread through all of the dancers, excepting the one directly in front of you and the one at the end of the room, who's just sitting there watching.
It doesn't affect undead or someone that doesn't have a partner, I think.
Or
Good
it just
guesses.
doesn't. Or it just doesn't.
You know
affect
what?
the
The partner thing makes sense because it was specifically said you're not allowed in there if you don't have a partner.
Yes, and somebody actually came in there at one point, and asked to swap out.
Yeah, it was
and
Green
Greeno,
Man,
Greeno,
It was
the chef.
the chef.
Cook Man.
It was
The
the
chef.
chef, and he traded out with the masked hooded man.
I bet you that's the I bet you that's the Baron.
And I feel like. So I feel like.
And I feel like if he's got evil intentions, we're all about to get rocked like a hurricane.
Well,
I think this is as good a time as any to call like a 20 to 30 minute break.
Yeah,
Have a
Yeah.
moment to
Yes,
collect your
maybe.
thoughts.
yeah.
As Tenrier is talking
and
to Bucky.
and this is a funny thing. Me waiting for the walker to come back can be in real time.
And
Yeah, you
Tenrier's
can
just
feel
sitting
it.
there talking to your puppet. familiar
Oh, also,
guy.
if any like flies or something try and get the chocolate or the chocolate cake, I'm just gonna swat him out of the air.
Sounds good.
By the
Consumer
way,
souls.
do you want me to go grab the cake that I didn't eat? It's probably still on the table.
What, me? Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah,
good
okay.
idea.
I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.